this is Shag, Married and Annoyed. Please keep me anonymous. We're actually just laughing, recalling stories that we've just talked about.
Yes. The guest this week is, we've done it again. We've got one of my old comedy mates on.
All Chris's friends on the pod.
Honestly, this is just like a reunion for me sometimes. It's comedian Rhys James, who we used to write together back in the day. He's now team captain on Mock the Week. And he's just a funny guy.
Funny bones.
Just incredibly funny. He's going on tour soon with his tour Chop Logic. RhysJames.co.uk. You can get your tickets there. It's RHYS James.
So more like Rahai.
Yeah, so the thing is, right, what you've got to know about an RHYS James is when they meet other RHYS Jameses, they get incredibly excited.
Oh,
so
do they?
We have another RHYS James
RHYS.
on our team, on our social team. So when they came in, they were all over each other like a fucking cheap suit.
Oh, okay.
And my tour manager's called Rhys like that as well. And whenever he meets one on the road, it's unbelievable.
Because what's the other? REECE?
Oh, there's all kinds, but
Right.
RHYS is the most. I think it's the most Welsh one, so they get very excited.
Oh, nice. Okay, well,
They get very excited. But he's a very funny man. We had a great chat.
Yeah.
I can't even keep track of what we're talking about, but it was a whirlwind and it was fantastic. And I hope you all enjoy it. Please rate and like and subscribe. Subscribe on YouTube if you can. That would be really lovely if you're watching this, and enjoy.
There was such a climate around kids cracking their head open, right? Every party I was at, a kid.
Even
there
the
was
phrase.
What, cracking your head open?
Cracking your head open.
Cracking your head open.
I will take you to the toy shop and buy you whatever you want if you leave this party right now.
What?
Speaking as a woman with a current verruca, I could have known about that. I did once catch scabies from an ex-boyfriend's house. So,
What?
have you ever had foot and mouth? Hand, foot and mouth?
I don't
She's
think
not.
so.
Sorry, that's not a sexual favour. She's like,
And I was like, don't do that in here. There's mumps in here.
Pick your wrong slag.
mate, I haven't seen you for so long. It's so nice to have you here.
It must be a decade.
It's got to be.
I've probably seen you since, but in regularly. There was a period where I was seeing you very regularly.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was it? Because I can't
Well,
remember.
When I had like different TV shows and different things, Rhys used to write with us on all of those things. And
Is that how long ago it is?
An era of my life I call the Chris Ramsey pilot.
the pilots. There were so many pilots.
There were a few pilots.
What we're doing again, Chris? Yeah, we're just
We're doing another one of those pilots of yours.
Not
We
him
get some better
again.
writers. Maybe you'll get one on the air.
You were brilliant, always. But that's the thing. I was saying that what's really hilarious is I'm doing Mock the Week in a few weeks.
Yes.
And Rhys used to be one of the go-tos I would go to about I'm doing Mock the Week, what we're going to write. He's now team captain on Mock the Week.
Amazing.
I'll still write for you if you want.
Nah.
I'll send you some of my stuff.
No,
Couldn't afford you, mate.
you actually said he's not going to be able to write for us.
Yeah. I was like,
It'd be funny
So
to
there you go.
ask. It would have been funny to ask.
Imagine that.
So, are you available for
Actually, ask Dara if he's got half an hour free as well. That'd be good. Yeah.
Well, he's just riffing. He doesn't have to. He's free the day before, isn't he?
Oh, you're enjoying it?
It's great.
Good.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's it's like anything. I don't know if you have this attitude to life, but I have this attitude to life, which
Right.
is like, you want to be asked to do things. You don't want to have to do them.
Oh my God.
It's nothing worse than
Oh.
going to work, ultimately, regardless of what your job is.
I'm exactly the same. I get full on FOMO through my phone.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I've been to that thing and I hated it.
Yeah.
So,
You just go. Yeah, obviously, when you're actually doing it, I think it's all just nerves that make me go. It's like it's the build up to the recording on that
Yeah.
day where I'm just like, oh my God, I'm going to phone in a bomb threat to the studio so we don't have to do this. I'm pulling the fire alarm while Dara's doing the warm up, about to say my name. I'm like, well, I'm going to have to do something.
Yeah.
Here.
Can't be arsed.
But then obviously once you're sat there and doing it, it's like, this is great.
Yeah.
And we record on Tuesdays, and I would say the last series we did, for every Wednesday, I would swan around like, I've got the best job in the world.
Yeah.
My life is amazing.
Wow.
But the Monday and Tuesday, I would be like, I would give anything to work in recruitment right now. I hate this so much. But it's just, that's how being terrified manifests
It's the anxiety
itself
of
for me.
it. No,
Yeah,
it's
Well,
so
they
true.
say find a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life. They are
Wrong.
wrong because everything's relative.
yeah.
Everything's
yeah,
relative.
yeah.
We are human beings. We are awful. We're fallible. We can get sick of anything.
Oh, of course. you
That's
get
why
sick
the
of anything.
concept of heaven is such bollocks, because
Right.
there's
It
nothing
has
that
to
we
be
wouldn't go,
constantly
fucking
changing.
joking, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm saying? You don't believe that, do you? You believe. I'm looking at Rosie here.
What? What do I believe?
You don't.
You know, go on, tell us what I believe.
I just think we could get. I don't think that I've gone really deep here, but I don't think there could possibly be a concept of heaven that everyone could be, that even anyone could be like, this is perfect.
Well, not if it's staying the same the whole time.
Yeah, it would have to change.
After a while in heaven, you're like, pop some flames in here, mate. Mix it up a bit. Prod me with a pitchfork,
Stick
lad.
their gas on.
This is too nice here.
Yeah.
I don't know what. We talked about religion when Daniel Sloss was on. It got a bit deep, didn't it?
Yeah.
But like, who knows? Are you religious?
No. What
No.
is Daniel Sloss religious?
So religious.
You'd
No,
have to
he's
be.
not. No, he's not at all. He's not at all. But I
just
was
anything
brought
he
up
says.
with,
Oh,
like,
no. Is he is he big atheist? Is that
Yeah.
what's
Of course
going
he is,
on?
yeah.
Yes.
But
of
anything he
course.
says in the accent sounds religious, oddly.
Yeah. He's the first atheist priest.
Everything sounds like a
It
prayer.
is.
Yeah, it's weird. No, I didn't mean to start going on about heaven and hell here, but it is that thing of like, yeah, you even like, I love our job, love what we do, but it's you get like, you would rather do fuck all.
Of course.
I just
yeah,
believe
yeah.
everyone would rather
But
do
then
fuck
if I was
all.
doing fuck all, I would be like,
But you'd
oh my
ra-
God,
yeah.
I need to go to work. Like, what? Why am I not at work? This is ridiculous.
I think I talked about on the podcast years ago. I get FOMO. If I'm in the house, I want to be out. If I'm out, I want to
Yeah.
be in the house.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm
Yeah.
working, I want to be off. If I'm not on tour, I want to be on tour. While I'm on tour, I want to be at home.
Exactly.
Some Saturdays when I'm on tour, I'll FaceTime you and you'll be at home with the kids. And I'll be like, oh my God, I want to be at home with the kids. But I know how fucking
is-
horrible Saturdays
yeah,
at home
when
with the
you-
kids
It's
are.
not a good deal.
They're
Yeah.
awful.
I used to work in an office, like as a secretary for a what the fuck did they do again?
There it is.
It was like
Not a
a
clue.
Choose
the-
a job you love. You'll never forget. what
they
it was.
supplied the ink for the printers, the big massive printers in
right.
offices.
Oh, right. Yeah, this is the one we drive past it on the A1 every
Every
time
single
we've been to
time.
the Metro Centre and you go, I used to work
I used to work there.
Yeah.
But there is days when my life was just so simple, and I would sit there, but I sometimes crave, and I think, oh God, I missed that job. But then also, I was bored shitless.
Yes.
It was
I
a
think the
canny
one
little
thing
job.
that I look forward to inexplicably in my diary is when it's like, right, busy week, and then that's an empty day where you can actually just sit and write. And it's like there's not a gig in the evening you've got to worry about
Yeah.
where your like energy is going to shift. I can just sit and I can focus and I can like write stand up. And then as soon as that day comes around, I go, I can't sit here and write
can't-
stand up.
oh, I can't.
This is awful.
Writing
it's the
stand-up's the
worst feeling
worst.
in the world.
I
Yeah,
hate writing
impossible.
stand-up. I hate it so much.
It's impossible.
Yeah, at my tour that I've just done one leg of it. I'm doing the second leg in the autumn. I was so lucky because I'd had 4 years off stand up. I hadn't done any since sort of I named a tour 2020, and then it didn't go because yeah. It's the only time
The 1 year.
Yeah, it's
not
the
to
only
name it after the
I
year.
was like, just call it the 2020 tour because I'm doing it in 2020. Oh, never again, right? So I'll never name one after the year ever again. After that one, when it finally went out, I had 4 years off. And obviously, I don't write stuff, but I write little thoughts and ideas down for the podcast. And then every other little thought and idea that wouldn't go on the podcast went into this other folder. 6 previews in the tour I was done because it was 4 years of.
you had so much
I've got these stories. I've told them to friends
yeah.
and family, but I haven't told them on thingy. Sitting down, there's something really odd about sitting down with a bit of paper and a pen, or sitting at your laptop and going, "I need to be funny now."
Also, it's when
fucking
it's when it's
hard.
like I need to write with no restrictions, or like when you can write about anything.
Yeah.
And you go, well, what though? You sort of almost
know what
want
you
someone to go, write a show about this subject.
Yeah,
And you go, I can
yeah.
do that. If you give me a subject I have to write about, it's like,
Because
cool,
when
well,
you
I'm
do
gonna
what the
poke
week
it.
stuff, they send you not know this, Rosie. When you do, I'm dreading doing it again, right? You get sent. It's like what Sarah Pascal says. It's like your GCSEs.
Yeah.
You get sent
Yeah.
a pack, and it's every fucking news headline and every top line and every quip and then the Prime Minister said this, and then there's a
And hang on
miles
though,
of
when will you get that? Because it's got to be quite current, doesn't
Day
it?
before.
yeah,
Oh,
day
shut
before.
up! You're gonna have to.
It's just basically
That's when he said that.
Day
Day
before.
before, Rosie.
Imagine what that day feels like
That's-
when you're going, right, I've got to write 3 hours of material now.
Yeah.
So are
to
you
say
gonna have to do
tomorrow.
that the day before?
I mean, I'm gonna have some staff.
When is it? You be out the house.
Not writers, just people getting your lunch and stuff.
yeah.
Cleaning the house.
So what I used to do and what I still will do and what loads of comedians do for this show is you go, right, I've got a couple of people who I write with who do stuff with us. There's your news pack. Send us what you've got. Another person, there's your news pack. Send us what you got. They'll send us what they've got. I'll go through. I'll sort of cull it and pick and add to it, and then I'll add my stuff to it,
Okay.
and then that'll be it.
Cool.
But you go on with a pile of stuff. You say 10% of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just need to have it there. It's like revision basically. You just
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to know. It's also like some of it is just being so familiar with, because you don't know what anyone else is going to say. So just being familiar with the news story enough that you can kind of like, when they go down that route of the news story, you know what they're
about
talking
it.
about.
Okay.
Although this last series, there was quite a few times when I was like, what? And it was quite fun to go, I've not read this bit. What are you on about?
Yeah.
And then have someone have to explain this like ridiculous thing that happened, and then you just react in real time. It's like,
Yeah.
sorry, that's mental.
That's stupid.
Like Donald
Yeah,
Trump
yeah,
said,
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
And it is quite fun to just do that and see it for what it is. Because what you realise after a while is that kind of is what the audience are doing.
Uh-huh.
Like sometimes you're doing it on mock and you've like written all these jokes, but they kind of assume a lot of knowledge from the audience. But these are people who are just like at work and then have come to this after work and are busy, and they've not spent
They've not
all
had
of
that
yesterday
pack.
reading that
They
whole
ain't had
pack.
that pack.
They need
All
to
got
send
the
that to the audience.
Yeah.
When you walk in, they've also got notes.
God, fucking hell, what a stressful day out
I
that
had
would
that
be.
one.
Oh, no.
I already had that joke, Reece, actually. We all thought of that.
Genuinely
Hang
nothing
on,
worse.
do they still do the go to the mic thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's that called again?
Scenes we'd like to see.
Scenes with like
Right.
Yeah. Like unlikely lines from a blockbuster and stuff like that.
You're going to have to be careful.
I'm John, honestly, just since
Have
he's
you,
I'm
have
dreading
you
it now,
grown
know.
up? When was the last time you did this show?
I was a child.
Yeah.
I was an actual child. I
Yeah.
was in my 20s.
Right, just be careful.
Yeah.
Just remember, the cameras are always on.
Yeah.
Your mic's always on.
Yeah.
Just be careful what
It's
you
not
say.
live.
Yeah.
No, but
It's not
still.
live. A lot of people used to
Reese
think
will
it
come
was
as a pair.
live.
If he fucks it up, it's
That's
fucked
the
for me
thing.
as
So
well.
there's a lot of pressure for me
Oh,
now because
shit,
I'll get
yeah,
shit
yeah,
off
yeah.
everyone else and then I'll get even more shit off her when I get home.
So you gotta be careful. Do you know
Okay,
what I mean?
right. And
Yeah.
if you get fully cancelled, then this podcast has to become like a right-wing podcast.
I know she just gets a lass in and they talk about periods and stuff.
Yeah, fine. There's your
Which
two options.
actually, I would quite like.
You got two options.
Well, I'm quite proud of myself.
Either you get your words lass in and you talk about periods, or you put a Union Jack behind you. Those are the only two options, aren't they? For if you get cancelled in a podcast.
We put a Union Jack and then we should release some kind of protein drink.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I never ever look at the notes that we get for guests, right? Because obviously I'm like, oh my God, I know Rhys. I've known Rhys for years.
But this is why I think you'll be shit on Mark of the Week.
I know now. Well, I know. I was good
Because
before.
don't do any
I was good back in the day.
Mm.
I know hardly any of these things about you, which is freaking us out. You've got a fear of cracking your head open.
Well,
Why is that on me? Why is that on my notes?
I don't think that's necessarily like a phobia. It's
Right.
like who there's walking around going like, if I crack my head open, I crack my head open. Who gives a shit? This is what I don't understand about phobias. Like, should all be irrational? When it's like, what are you scared of? Drowning. It's like, yeah, that's a given, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
I'm
walking
scared
through,
of cracking my head open. to be honest
Exactly.
with you, yeah.
No, it's not that. I think I've said in the past that there used to be, when I was a kid, there was such a climate around kids cracking their head open. Right, every party I was at, a kid,
Even
there
the
was
phrase.
what, cracking your head open?
Cracking your head
Cracking your
open.
head open.
Open?
It's so brutal. Yeah. Not just like, yeah, you're bleeding from the head. I mean, that's
Everything
worse.
fell out.
Yeah, but
Have you
every
never had a head injury?
I've
As a
had head
kid?
injuries, but cracking your head open, it's just something, as I read, he has a fear of cracking his head open.
I don't have a fear of cracking my head open. Don't make me
It's written
sound
here.
like that.
It's
No,
written
I
here.
don't.
Rhys, it's written
Where
here.
have you said this?
I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. This rug wasn't here. I insisted on this rug being in here just in case. No, it was that every party I went to when I was a kid, someone cracked their head open.
Yes.
And it doesn't happen anymore.
Yes.
So it doesn't happen at like, my brother's got kids and no one cracks their head open at those parties ever, right? And it's like,
Hey,
we're
actually,
parents
you're
back in the
right,
day,
actually.
just battered at these parties, not paying attention that kids
Yeah.
are running around and then just falling over.
My brother cracked my head open
Cracked
when
your
I was a
head
kid.
open?
Yeah, so he was 2, I was 5. My dad, I've talked about this before, my dad was fixing a door handle and hadn't bothered to put it back on because he's a lazy bastard. And so my little brother picked up the metal door handle and cracked it off the back of my head. I had to go to hospital. And I
Not
had to
like
have
I thought it
staples.
was going to be an accident.
Oh
Sorry.
no, he
No.
fully,
Your brother
he just did it,
Just-
yeah.
Or intentionally
Cracked
cracked your
my
head
head
open.
open.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. That's crazy. I'm talking about just sort of like slipping over while charging around at like a party somewhere.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this
In a
was
pub,
the-
when it
yeah.
would be in like a pub or a TGI Fridays or something like that, and the kids are all going crazy. Parents are now just have had too many pints, aren't looking.
Yeah.
But I also, the
Totally
thing I
right.
find mad is that when I'm at these parties for children,
Yeah.
the parents are still doing that.
Yeah.
It's in a pub and they're still not really looking at kids. They're just like all chatting and the kids are going nuts.
Yeah.
So what's happened to kids? That then have we evolved? Have we evolved
What?
thicker skulls that
Has-
kids fall over but it just doesn't crack open?
Has everything
Such a
become
great point.
safer? Like,
Yeah, like floor.
do you
what?
think,
Corners,
I don't know, do you think,
corners a bit more rounded.
Gosh,
Is
I
that
don't
what
know.
it
You're
is?
totally right, you
Broken
know.
Britain, bring back sharp
Bring
corners.
back sharp corners. That's
Come
what's
on.
wrong with this lily-livered generation.
We're rising a
of
nation of
kids.
squibs.
Pubs have gone woke. That's what you're saying to me.
Although I, yeah, you know this. I was at a party with our youngest when he must have been 3 or 4, and
Oh, is this? I know what you're
the
going
bouncy
to say.
castle.
Yes,
There was a bouncy
God.
castle, right?
Yeah,
It was a church
right.
hall. There was a bouncy castle. I'm not kidding. The bouncy castle was probably 2/3 the size of the church hall.
Yeah,
it
love
was
that.
a bouncy castle in a room, and everyone else was just around the castle. No word of a lie, there was 40 kids on the castle, probably more.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to go on the bouncy castle. And I saw 2 kids run into each other and both their fucking teeth came out. Like they just smashed their teeth. Like a really aggressive teenage
Oh
kiss.
my God, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know, have you ever clattered teeth with someone like back in the day? Like, boom, screaming, 2 kids screaming, blood everywhere. And I literally went to him, I will take you to the toy shop and buy you whatever you want if you leave this party right now. And we left.
Wow.
That's Chris's
Sorry, the tone
parent.
with which you said that was like you were a spy. We have to get out right now. I will do this. It's like, I will kill you if you don't walk
That's
out.
my
with me
get
right
out
now.
of-
Why do you
Don't
keep
blink.
doing that,
I
man?
do it.
For
I've-
fuck's sake. You need to
yeah.
stop telling us
I do,
these
yeah.
stories.
That was
'cause
years
is-
ago, that one, though.
That's amazing.
still
And then,
do
but the
it?
actual teeth came out.
2 teeth out, 1 cracked, 1 just out, both kids screaming, blood all over their faces, like a horror film.
Got them
Like
on it.
awful.
You've
Okay,
got
so it
them on
does
it at
still
a bouncy
happen.
castle.
That's
Yeah,
good to know,
yeah.
actually. I
I
find
think
that reassuring to hear.
Yeah.
Happens in the north, mate.
That's it. The South, the pubs in the South. I went to a party once. It was Lou Sanders' birthday, and it was in the upstairs room of a pub.
Big,
And
Okay.
big fan of Lou Sanders.
90% of the room was a bouncy castle, like inflatable thing that had a surfboard on it that you had to like stay on, like a
yeah,
Bucky
yeah,
Bronco
yeah.
had a
Amazing.
surfboard. But it was like there's like 200 people invited to this upstairs of a pub, and most
Wow.
of them are downstairs in the pub because you can't get into the room because of the fucking inflatable surfboard machine. It was just the most inappropriate place for it to be. And also, no one on it. Like maybe every 50 minutes, someone goes on it, and it's Lou
Wow.
again.
It's
And the
Lou.
rest
Well, Lou's a rollerblader. She's got
Yeah,
really
well,
good
exactly.
balance. Yeah, yeah.
I love that so much. I love it. Also, just going back to your notes,
Oh, I love your notes. Like,
you had a kidney removed at 10.
Yeah, just a bit.
just a bit.
The full thing?
yeah,
or
no,
just
the whole kidney. The whole kidney.
thing. Why?
I just fancied it, you know. I didn't have anything interesting about me. Thought, get it out. Get it out. I wanted to be able to go to the toilet whenever I wanted at school and to have a little water bottle on my table. Those are the only luxuries afforded to the single kidney people. It died. It shriveled up and died.
Stop
It was causing me some issues, i.e. pissing blood sometimes. Cheers. And
Could have just got braces, couldn't you? Had to get your kidney removed.
got those as well. Thank you.
Couldn't just have a lazy eye like everyone else.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you. At 10.
Oh,
Oh, we've got a 10-year-old. That's horrible. That's terrifying.
we'll
That
be
must
looking out for the
awful.
blood. Nosebleeds.
Dude.
Huge at the minute. Do you know
You
that?
look like-
10-year-old boys.
Huge at the minute, or do you have a 10-year-old?
Rhys-
Yeah. Huge
Look,
at the
Rhys,
minute.
I don't want to point fingers here, but you look like you were a
Nosebleed
nosebleed
kid?
You,
Yeah,
you were a nosebleed.
Big time. Absolutely. Of course. Big time. I heard all the tricks. It was like the sort of old wives' tales of what fixes a nosebleed, what stops a nosebleed.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
wet flannel on the back. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like when mums are like conkers on the stairs gets rid of spiders. You're like, these two things are not in
Oh,
any way
yeah.
connected. The blood's coming out my nose. Maybe flannel on the nose?
Rub a bit of meat on a wart, bury it in the garden. As the meat rots away, the wart disappears.
Oh my God, is that real?
You not heard that one? Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
ever heard that one.
Shut up, man. Really?
Speaking as a woman with a current verruca, I could have known about that.
God, Ruga, how
What
90s
fucking
is that?
verruca?
You said
What
that.
the
The way you said that was like we should like be doing like a drive for you, like a charity gig. Speaking as a woman with a current verruca. My God. Yeah, I've got. Who hasn't got verrucas? I've got verrucas.
Well,
verrucas?
have you?
Why not? I mean, it makes more sense for you to have because you're presumably at swimming pools with children.
Yeah.
Your
Fuck off.
children,
You've never
crucially.
Yeah.
fucking been. You haven't been to a swimming pool for years.
No, but the kids have. Robin sometimes has verrucas, and you can just catch them from being around the house.
Can you?
Yeah, like you genuinely start wearing some socks because I've been
You got verruca on the way.
juicing
Oh,
all
you're
over
a big
hours.
hygiene guy, aren't you? You're a.
Do you know what it is? I play fast and loose with it these days, Rhys.
Oh,
I've
do you?
changed a
You were
lot.
really
Yeah,
OCD
yeah.
about it back in the day.
I used to be when I didn't have
So
kids.
sexy.
Yeah, I played
now
really
it's impossible.
fast and loose with that. It's
Didn't
not
you used to
impossible.
have a
but
mat next to your bed that you'd scrape your feet on before you got into bed? Is this correct?
yes, that was at the Edinburgh Fringe.
Yeah.
Yes, that's because the you know this.
I don't know. No, I
You
don't.
were like you're so obsessed with not any dirt on your feet being in the bed.
Yeah, so that's because right. So at the Edinburgh Fringe, I'm sure we spoke about this, Rosie. At the
I
Edinburgh Fringe,
don't know about the foot
Listen,
mat. I don't
when
know anything about
do
this.
us a favour, Rosie. Rhys is here. When I tell you about it, sexually control yourself. We've got a guest.
no,
got a guest.
Don't do that
When
for
I
my
tell
benefit.
you-
I'd love to see it.
When I tell
Frankly.
you, please
Right, come
don't
on.
throw yourself at us because you know
Oh God.
wet floor sign. Listen, so I would have would Edinburgh. We'd go to Edinburgh. Every comedian, you go to the Edinburgh Fringe for the summer, and some of the houses were, you know, sort of terraced, big old. You'd love them, sort of old Edwardian Victorian Edinburgh houses with
Yeah.
wooden floors.
Yeah.
And you would walk around barefooted for the day, and by the end of the day, you'd just have a look at the bottom of your foot, and it was fucking scruffy, like your fucking chimney sweep. So I would have, by the side of my bed, would have towels. I'd have a hand towel on the floor, and I would just use it like a doormat. I would wipe my feet like a little dog. You know when a dog's having a shit and it like scrapes it?
Why
would
just wash your feet?
Because then I'd have to walk back
I
through
think they've solved this. I think inventors have solved this issue. It's called socks.
Yeah?
Socks of
When you said the
flip-flops.
phrase, and you'd walk around barefoot all day, I was like, well, I'll stop you there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Who's doing that in Scotland?
Scotland.
Walking around barefoot all day on wooden floor in a student house in Scotland. You
Yeah,
mental?
yeah, okay, yeah. So yes, I
yeah.
did. I used to have my little mat at the side of the bed, and I would wipe it. Yeah. And I remember, I think Jimmy McGee saw comedian friend of mine. Jimmy McGee saw that and told everyone. Yeah.
No, I don't think I heard it on the rumour mill. I think you told me. I think you explained it
I
once.
might have been bragging about it.
Yeah. I think what was most likely happening is you were slagging off our mutual friend for being unhygienic about something, possibly to do with his foot or something that led to you being like, mate, when I'm in this situation, I do this.
Right.
And then we were all like, you've come out of this more mad than whatever weird bolognese he was dipping his toes in.
That's happened quite a lot in my life.
I kind of don't mind it though. I'd rather you were clean than
It's better than
scruffy.
the other way around.
Yeah, I did once catch scabies from an ex-boyfriend's house. So
what?
yeah, of course.
How? Do you know for sure that it was from his house?
Yeah, it was a student house.
Yeah. That's rough.
A mate of mine caught scabies off a sofa in a student house.
Yeah,
as well.
it might have been off the sofa.
Is it like how do you get scabies?
They're just
Like
on
bed
stuff, I
bugs
think.
type
Like
What
bed
is
bugs
scabies?
type thing.
Sorry, I'm starting to think, is scabies not like the lurgy? Is scabies a real one? Or have we made that up?
Yeah, what is it?
No, you're thinking
Is it
skin
like-
cheese. Skin cheese is when you don't want to be on.
So skin
So
cheese.
you've got skin cheese.
That's so you
Wait,
can't
what?
get scabies.
You never heard of skin
Oh,
cheese?
cheese.
Like skin cheese.
Yeah, you northerners with your weird. Yeah, what do you call knockdown ginger and fucking knock a door run?
Do you know I found out my last? I had a full tour. We were all over the place. Yeah, I had a full tour and I had a massive routine about knock a door run and knock down ginger, whatever you call it. You know, my last date after I'd recorded it for a special and everything. The last date was in Belfast. Do you know what they call it in Belfast?
No idea.
Guess.
Go on. And I'm not going to guess anything about Belfast. I will not fall into this trap. I'm not going to make any assumptions about Belfast.
You've said it.
What?
Belfast.
No way. No,
That's
it's
what they
not.
call it. I swear to
They've
God.
absolutely had you on there.
swear to God.
You've fallen for it. All of that
Belfast.
crowd are still laughing at the fact they tricked you into thinking it's called Belfast.
called Belfast.
As if.
I'm telling you.
As if
I'm
it's
telling
called
you.
Belfast.
Belfast.
Fuck
I
off.
swear to God, full crowd were like, yeah. I was like, you call it Belfast?
If that
I was
is,
like,
if that's true, that is nice.
I was like, this is the fucking last night of my tour, and I've just
Yeah,
recorded
yeah.
it, and I've
You don't get to say.
oh, Belfast.
nice.
I've done it in the Royal Variety.
Yeah, it would have been perfect. This would have been
It
perfect.
was unbelievable. But yeah, so scabies, right? So
Is
shingles
it a rash? Is scabies like
It was like a rash. Yeah.
So scabies is rash. What's shingles? Shingles is
Shingles is adult chicken pox.
Oh fuck.
Make you
Right.
really poorly. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can get them through stress, can't you?
Yeah, I think so.
But
Yeah.
you get scabies just off having sex
Scabies-
with dirty students on sofas, specifically.
Can't remember having sex on the sofa, if I'm honest. I think I just sat on it.
Prude.
Yeah.
Fucking
Frigid. Well, I hate to come on your podcast and call you frigid, but I will. If I have to, I will. I'll go on every podcast around the country and call the host frigid if I have to. Mate, I'll make that my mission. This is what I want to do from now on. I want to like have an annual. I don't have kids, right? So I actually have more time than I give myself credit for. And so I
Yeah.
now need an annual project, right?
That-
Each
this should be
year.
it.
And it's if it's like learn a language or something like that. But actually, it's going to be tick off as many podcast hosts that you can call frigid on their podcast as possible, and see if anyone notices that you've been doing this
I
everywhere.
know. I quite enjoy it because I was anything but. So it's actually
There you
quite
go.
nice.
Yeah,
Wow,
It's actually quite nice.
reputation will change.
Yeah.
There it is.
What's mumps then?
Oh, Jesus.
Is that
Mumps.
more serious? That's more.
Yeah.
Mumps.
Don't we have vaccinations for mumps?
Measles, mumps,
Measles,
and rubella.
mumps, and
MMR.
rubella. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the glass one where you.
No, that's
That's
measles.
measles.
If you've got measles, you rub a glass over it.
I've never had mumps. Have you ever had foot and mouth? Hand, foot, and mouth.
I don't
She's
think
not.
so.
Sorry, that's not a sexual favour. She's offering. Have you
Oh, you're not frigid at all. My God.
Yeah, she's not frigid at all. She's just offering to go to the
What an
toilet.
offer, yeah.
Okay, front and mouth.
Jesus, I haven't, but I'll try it. if it's available, yeah. I thought you said there wasn't a fee for this show. Wow. You really treat your guests better than off menu, let me tell you.
I will not be called frigid. Not my one.
I will suck a man off in the toilet just to prove I am nothing, anything like a frigid person.
Babadoo, 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 ba.
I did once do a corporate gig where it was in Proud Embankment. And Proud Embankment were hosting the young.
Sorry, what? Proud
I don't know what that is.
Proud
I'm just-
Embankment is this big sort of glamorous cabaret club. I
Okay.
don't think it's there anymore.
Is it London?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's it was Proud Embankment, which is like I think it's a big gay cabaret bar basically.
Okay.
And it was hosting
Ooh,
this night
lush.
the Young Pension Awards. Try and make sense of that. Because I certainly didn't have
The
anything to say
Young
about it.
Pension
Young
Awards.
pensions, please. Yeah, don't know what that means. I
I
think it's
don't
young people who work in
understand.
pensions. I should know this by now, given the gig was 10 years ago. I still haven't done the research.
Wow.
Young
But
pension.
my dressing room was just like kind of this windowless tiny box room. And yeah, and that was it. And it was like not one of those corporates where they put you up in a fancy hotel or anything like that.
Okay,
It was just like just go in there for 5 hours and just wait. But when we did the rehearsal. For some reason, Arj from The Only Way is Essex was in the venue because he was playing the venue in like a month. And
Singing.
He was like singing, doing a sound check.
Yeah.
And then he just went and sat in my dressing room with like his entourage. But he wasn't even playing that night. He was just like, and he wouldn't get out. And so I had to get like staff from the venue to be like, can you leave? Because this is, I'd like asked and they were just like, we're just going to be here for a bit. And I was like, I can't believe I'm getting bullied by Arch from the Only Way is Essex. This is pathetic. So anyway, eventually he leaves, but this sort of starts the day off on quite a bad note. So then he leaves and then I'm sat in the dressing room and normally you would just like, I would just chill out in whatever they've got in the fancy hotel and just wait there. But because it was just a horrible tiny room. Right. I went out for dinner and came back. And by the time I came back, in the room, there were like ring dancers suspended from the ceiling, dancing in rings above the Young Pension Awards. Right? And they were like, so they're like basically naked.
Gigs.
They're just like in like bikini type clothes and they're just like floating around doing all this shit while they all have dinner below them. And I go into my dressing room and I realise from all the feather boas and sushi that are around that I'm obviously sharing this dressing room with said ring dancers. So I sit there. It's tiny, this place. I'm trying to write a set about young pensions or whatever. They eventually both come back in and they're just like, oh, hi. And then they go and like sit over here and I'm just like in this bit like, yeah. And I'm like typing away. Then these two ring dancers loudly have a conversation about how they both currently have mumps.
Right. I had no. When you started talking, I was like,
how is this relevant? When will this become
mums.
relevant? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what. And I'm immediately texting my mum like, have I had the MMR vaccine? Because I'm in a windowless box room with two naked ring dancers who currently have mumps, who just, by the way, performed suspended above an entire party.
Of all young pensioners.
Chemical warfare.
Yeah. Release the ring dancers. These pensioners are getting too young.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And
Shield the vulnerable.
So I'm doing that. I can't get any signal because I'm in this
That's
airlocked
wild.
room with these fucking... They eventually like pack up their feather boas and leave.
That's so funny.
I then go into there's a little bathroom bit of this and I just go in there. Then I'm going to come out. I've got to get changed into my suit and then go on.
Did you find a mump?
I wish. What happened when I came out is there was just one of the patrons of the party, one of the people who was up for an award, was just now in my dressing room breastfeeding. And I was like, don't do that in here. There's mumps in here. Of all the places, there's no way your baby's had a vaccination yet. There's not mumps in here. There's mumps in here. Absolutely dreadful. Really awkward. I come out. She was like, they said I could do it in here. And I was
Did
like,
you tell her about the mumps? Do you not want to worry her?
I was like,
You can't tell her about
I'll
the
be
mumps.
honest, the conversation we had was quite awkward already.
Okay.
Someone is openly breastfeeding that I've never met in front of me.
Rhys, I'm just going to put this out here. I don't think that was your dressing room, pal. I'm going to honest with you,
It
mate.
was Arge's.
I don't think you had a dressing room. I don't think you had a
No,
dressing
do you
room.
think I didn't even have
wild.
one?
You had a communal area that they had told
Yeah.
you for
Was it-
ego
yeah.
purposes that was your dressing room.
the
Like
green
I kick
room.
off, yeah.
So
Dreadful
But
stuff.
what I'm going to have to Google mumps after this.
I didn't get mumps, so I must have.
Oh,
I
good.
must be vaccinated.
I think you must have
against
to be
mumps.
quite close.
I don't
Right,
know.
I was quite close.
Apologies to the mump community.
No, actually,
Something I
I
say
don't
now.
apologise to the mump community.
No, I mean because of
They're having a really hard
our
time at the
ignorance
minute.
towards mumps.
But I know about measles and rubella.
I've got a worse dressing room corporate story than that. But it's not my story. It's Carl Hutchinson's story. But I'm sure he's told it on his podcast. I don't know if I've told you before, Rosie.
Stealing
Are
material.
you aware? No, this is just something Carl's told us. Are you aware of when he was doing a gig somewhere and there was the venue was a strip club afterwards?
Oh, no.
My God.
Because he's told me this so many times. He was just like going through his notes ready to go on, and there was a male stripper there next to him, watching porn on his phone, just just getting himself gig ready.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Carl got an email.
so good.
Carl got an email after the gig saying, like, was everything all right? And he emailed back, he's like, no, actually, everything wasn't all right. And he searched the email, he showed us it in his and he sent items. And it's
No,
literally
everything
like,
wasn't all right.
it wasn't all right. There was a male
inappropriate.
stripper.
Oh my God.
Carl's exact words in the email were, woman, he's not.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Also gutting for any female visitors to strip clubs who want to see male strippers, knowing that that's actually fake.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
for
Oh,
them.
yeah, no,
That's
it's
not for
not.
them.
That's
He's
been
not excited to
pre-prepared.
see you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Ah.
he's putting Fluffer's
He's his
out of
own
business.
fluffer.
He's his own
And save a
fluffer.
few quid there.
Did Carl manage to see what he was watching specifically?
Got no idea.
That's because if I'm Carl,
Yeah.
I'm livid, but I'm finding out.
Yeah. What do the
Yeah.
professionals watch?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a
yeah,
real
yeah.
stripper.
Yeah. Oh, he gets the good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's
It's
that's Pornhip Pro.
It's when someone goes, "You're a comedian. What makes you laugh?" And then you
Yeah,
see like a really niche comedian that's like a character. They're watching like really weird clown porn. It's just a bit different. We've seen all the hack stuff, you know. Thing is, if you watch normal porn, I just know where it's going. You know, just sort of you can see like the joins a little bit.
It's like a busman's holiday, if I'm honest with you. I've got to watch
Yeah.
I've got to watch the good stuff.
Babadoo, 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 ba.
Sorry, dead quick.
Oh yeah.
There's one more.
Is there another weird one on there?
Just another weird one that I need. You used to go home from sixth form and have focaccia with olive oil and balsamic vinegar and watch Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, this isn't off menu, but
We're from different worlds.
Nice.
You've got
not every day, but most days.
describe yourself as a sparrow.
No, I've been described as a sparrow. There was a period where I looked very bird-like. And I would be described as a sparrow. It started by, do you remember comedy promoter Corey Shaw?
Yes.
Used to work for Chortle.
Yes, I know.
Would always call me Sparrow, and then that caught on.
There it is.
Okay.
Just want to know
For a
that.
Fringe, I was known as Sparrow.
There is, but bird-like is a thing.
Yeah, I'm
But-
quite bird-like.
Well, at the minute.
Tom Rosenthal, very bird-like.
Yeah, but
You
also
did say.
sounds very bird-like.
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah.
Says squeaky.
But
guy.
I think it'll
He's
have a
also-
thing
yeah.
around because at the minute, isn't the rat look really in with men?
Yep, sure.
Sorry.
So your time will come. The bird look.
Yeah,
will
what's
come.
it? what do
That
they-
is the worst compliment.
No, but it is true.
No,
I know what you're
it's a
referring
big
to.
thing.
I know what you're
Yeah,
referring to.
yeah.
What do you
Rat Boys,
mean?
Rat Boys
Rat
Summer.
boys. Yeah.
I think Rat Boy Summer's out. I think that was a couple
it
of
last-
summers ago.
oh,
sadly,
sorry, I'm
and
so
I,
behind
it didn't
times.
really.
What the fuck
They
is
say
this?
it's a Rat
Yeah.
Boy Summer. It wasn't a Rat
I
Boy
thought it was
Summer.
Brat Summer.
That's
There was that as
something
well.
totally
That
different.
was that as well,
That's
but
very
that's-
different.
Right, explain Rat Boy to us, please.
Just so very quickly, a couple of people. I think the main guy in the Bear, he's a bit rat looking.
Yeah, your Josh O'Connors, your Timothy Chalamet's.
Yes.
You know, this sort of like slightly ratty features, but rather than like a hunky jock look, it was like the ratty facial features.
Chris
was what
doesn't
was-
look at
what
anything.
was popular for a bit.
Yeah.
don't
Yeah, but I'm saying
understand.
Bird will
I
have
feel-
it. I think
Bird.
give Bird. It'll be
Bird Boy
it'll come
Summer.
around Bird Boy Summer.
Sparrow Summer.
For sure.
When Sparrow Summer comes in, I'm going to clean up.
It's going to be spring, innit? It's going to be Sparrow Spring.
yeah. The
gotta be Sparrow
sparrows are
Spring.
out. Listen, the sparrows are out. And it's just me doing stand
I'm
up.
just trying to think what you look like.
I don't want to fucking know.
No, you're like
I
a little,
feel-
like puggish, like a little pug.
Fuck you.
No, in a
Fucking
nice
athlete.
way. Like you look like
And you
a
breathe so
German
loudly
shepherd,
as
like,
well. It's
You look
you
a bit
can't go up
dog-like.
hills.
So I'm so inbred. I'm
Yeah,
inbred.
yeah.
I'm cross-eyed. I can't go up hills.
No, if there was
Yeah.
an animal, I'd say you're like a dog.
Right. Okay.
In a way,
Better
are we
than that.
just to go back to sort of internet lingo, in a golden retriever kind of way? Do you think you have a golden retriever husband?
Yeah. Yes.
I'll
yeah.
say-
He's a
Alsatian
walking.
like?
You're a green flag.
A green flag.
Yes.
I'll take
You're
that.
you're
Yeah,
a green
he
flag.
scrapes his chimney sweep feet before he gets into
He
bed.
does.
That's
He's
not a
so
red flag.
he's
Yeah.
delicious.
Big
You're a
green flag,
little
yeah.
green flag.
Alsatian autumn. Alsatian autumn coming up.
Something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Your time will come. Don't you
Good.
worry. Right. Okay. Let's do
Rat
this.
Boy
Okay.
Summer.
Rat Boy Summer. It's got to come back.
I'll show you. There was an article online. I'll show you.
Fucking hate it. I feel 1,000 years old. You know? I'm cold. I'm confused. I want to go home.
Your young listeners, though, do you have them?
Yeah.
Do you?
We do. We go all the ages.
All
the
ages.
All
We
the ages.
span the decades.
Me too. I do the Young Pension Awards. You know, I'm covering both. Okay, fine. Your young listeners will also be thinking that you sound 1,000 years old because Rat Boy Summer's out. That was
Oh
ages
God.
ago.
I
He has
see
me
even
thinking
older.
it was
Here's
literally
a quick
just-
one. Just about your rings, the people doing the rings.
Yeah,
I've just
yeah.
remembered, I did a corporate once. I've told you this.
Yeah, you've told
Camden
yeah.
Roundhouse.
Oh yeah,
Camden
tough
Roundhouse.
venue.
Tough venue, very high ceilings,
Yeah.
concrete floor. They had silks on beforehand. Now the silks are like the rings, but they're the ones that are just on a big ribbon.
Oh,
And the thing, yeah,
fuck me,
and they do
yeah.
that bit at the end where they roll themselves up like a roller blind and they come down and they
Yeah.
stop just before the floor. One of them didn't stop.
Oh.
So I'm talking 25, 30, 40 feet from the top of the thing.
Yeah, crack the head
In
open.
the
Yeah,
deck.
that was my next question.
Cracked her head open, broke a collarbone and a wrist or something, literally smashed into the floor. I was introduced as the very funny comedian Chris Ramsey while someone was wiping her blood off the floor with a towel.
Great.
Oh my god,
Great.
what is your opener there? What is your opener there?
It was
Welcome
a
to the Health and
blur.
Safety Awards.
It was a blur. And they said, can you just assure everyone that's just okay? And that the exact line they gave us was, you don't get as good as she is at doing that without hurting yourself a few times. She's an athlete. She's done it. She's probably, so she'll be absolutely fine kind of thing. I had to do it. It was horrible. She was carried backstage like she'd been hit by a car
Oh my
and walked
God.
past us. And I went on and I could see someone just wiping her blood up and people were just like, they were eating, they'd stopped eating. People were fucking standing. People were crying.
That's
And I was like, so the other day, right? I was
yeah. So my
you know,
wife.
you're on a bus. Yeah, over here, guys. Over here. And then I
Oh my
remember doing
God.
10 minutes of the worst stand-up I've ever done. Like the worst, the worst crowd, the worst setting. It was all right stand-up.
Yeah.
The worst setting. And then literally like, okay, award number 1 of 35. I had to do the full awards as well. It was rotten.
Fuck me. It must have looked like when you let go of a toilet roll, but
It's
you're
exactly
still
what it
holding the
looked
end.
like.
Yeah.
and
She
it's
just
all
went,
gone.
the noise, the fucking noise.
Thud.
Crazy.
Oh God.
So there you go.
God,
so
that
read your
must
little
have
story.
Okay, so let's do this
Sorry,
story
as if
then.
I brought this in.
Jesus Christ.
And now can we get to the crux of the thing? I want to read my little story.
Yes.
Please. That's why I've come here. Okay, dear Chris and Rosie, please keep me anonymous for the sake of my professional registration.
Oh.
And also because I never want this woman finding me again. I work in oral and maxillofacial surgery.
Ooh.
You heard of that?
No.
No.
Is that
Maxillofacial.
oh, is that when they put the fingers in your mouth?
You're
Oral.
not frigid at all. My God, how dare I?
Yeah, you picked your wrong slag.
Here's a problem we've got, by the way. She says freely uses the word slag so much that sometimes I accidentally use it when I'm not with her and get some weird looks.
Yeah, you're
So
not
it's
allowed to say
slag
slag.
out. It's slag out.
No, slag for women it's in, but
Women
I don't
can
think men
say it.
are
I don't
allowed
think men
to
are
say
supposed to. But now and then I'll be like, oh, slag, like, and people look at us, I go, oh, fuck, I'm not with Rosie.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of get a buy
Yeah.
when I'm with Rosie. I get allowed to say
You
it.
need a hall pass.
Yeah,
It says,
yeah.
My mum says I'm allowed to say slag, actually. Wow. Okay, so it says, so think facial trauma, abscesses, and a staggering number of drunk people knocking their own teeth out.
There it
Oh,
is.
right,
So
okay.
no, it's not
So,
what you thought, darling. You were thinking massage, not
yeah.
surgery.
All right, okay. Nice.
But it is kind of what we've been discussing this whole episode.
It's
I
coincidentally.
knocked my tooth out, 18 drunk.
Yeah.
I did it
Really?
twice, then I did it again when I was 24.
And did you go, what happened? Did
I
you
just
go
went
and
to the
get,
dentist.
and did you, they put that, was that tooth smashed or did they give you a fake
I got
one?
a fill-in. If you look really closely,
Yeah,
you can
I
tell.
will.
Yeah.
Look
You can
closely.
look, when
I
you,
actually
when
just
you're
went to
both
the
in the
dentist
toilet
the other
after this
day.
and she's giving you foot and mouth, you can have a good look.
Oh yeah, when I'm doing your hand, foot, mouth.
When I'm doing your hand, foot, and mouth. What a phrase. What a phrase, dude.
I went to the dentist just the other day, actually, literally the other day, and I had to have a nerve test because he's like, yeah, it's going a bit grey. I was like, great. Great.
Grey.
It's going a bit grey. It's still
Dead
alive.
tooth.
It's still alive. No, it's still hanging in there.
Yeah.
2 decades later.
You can, it's when there's certain light, isn't there? If you're like in a nightclub
Oh,
and then it's like the,
We'll
like,
not have to worry
the
about that.
black, the
I know.
black light and you smile and then one
Mine
of them's
goes
just
white,
like, they're
yeah,
all white
half
and
of
one
it.
of them's blanked out or
Yeah.
whatever.
I know.
Or the other way around, I don't know.
Right. Sorry.
Um,
Trauma.
Okay.
Trauma.
Anyway, yeah, after 5 years of blood, pus, and chaos, I thought I'd seen it all. I had not. Last summer, I was running a clinic seeing new GP referrals. In walks this lovely lady, and I start taking a history. She tells me she has a partial upper denture. Here we go.
Oh.
One where you still have some of your own teeth, so it just fills the gaps. Is that what you had?
Seen,
Or did you get a whole tooth?
Just the front is just hot. Have a little
Yeah,
look.
so it's
look.
just the. Oh yeah. So basically, exactly this.
No, it's-
I was
it's
hers on a.
like
I was hers on a.
A denture is like a brace where you take it out and it's got.
You can pop it in and out.
Oh, is it? Right.
There's like 4 rogue teeth. And then you put
Yeah,
it in and
yeah.
just, like, slot
Oh,
into
God.
place.
It's like Indiana Jones, like a
Thing.
puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
You
a
slot it
denture
into
is.
place
You
and
put
the
it in
top
and it
door opens.
unlocks the door.
Yeah.
Your head opens.
Crazy.
Your head cracks open.
Yeah. So she got that, but hasn't seen a dentist in ages.
Okay.
During this time, one of her front teeth has fallen out. Now, most people in this situation have 2 options. Go to a dentist like a normal human being, or accept the gap and do nothing about it.
What's this done? Well,
Second
I
card.
know exactly what's happened here. This is horrible.
This lady chose
not
the
following.
secret third option and went for go feral and take matters into her own hands. She proudly tells me she sorted it herself and removes her denture to show me her handiwork. At this point, I'm expecting maybe a bit of dodgy glue, some chewing gum. No. She had, I'd like to invite guesses at
Oh,
this
well,
stage.
that was me guess. I thought you'd glued it. I thought you'd glued the other
just
tooth to
glued
the
the tooth.
denture, but it's not glue. It's
Not
something
glue,
else.
it's not chewing gum.
Oh, so what she's done is, so she's got this palette. It's like a braces palette,
Yeah.
but it's got the tooth,
tooth.
that was there by the dentist. Now she's knocked another tooth out. So my thought was, she's just
Okay.
glued it to the thing, but she hasn't just glued it. She's done something else.
But I think, if she put a bit of mug?
What a great shout that is. A bit of mud.
Or like a bit, a little
porcelain.
like a porcelain.
Fucking hell. But like with a logo on it. Mock the what? World's best.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dishwasher safe.
Dishwasher, the little dishwasher safe logo.
Yeah.
But am I wrong?
Sports Direct. Fucking hell, it's a big tooth.
So it's not that though. It's not
It's
that.
not a bit of mug. no.
Okay.
What is it? Because I
What
thought
is
you just
it?
glued the extra tooth to it. She hasn't.
This woman, you're going to lose your mind, especially. This woman had grown out one of her fingernails
Fuck.
to tooth length,
Off. No.
cut it off, and superglued it onto her denture to replace the missing tooth. She had made a nail tooth. Safe to say, I'll never complain about a slightly dodgy denture again.
That
That's
That is so inconsistent, though. Like the feeling you get on your tongue of your tooth behind is
Oh.
like.
That's just, should have been better off doing a mug.
You'd have
I
been
was just
to-
about to say a
mug
mug
is the
would have
right
been
Mug
better.
is-
thickness.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
both
the
Just
right
the handle,
girth.
just the handle of a white mug.
Holy shit.
Little bit, yeah, a little bit, a little bit of curve in it. A little bit of curve in it for you.
I'm not going. I'm handle. This is
Handle?
the most rogue shit I've heard in my fucking
I was
life.
thinking a chip. That's
yeah, a little chip
disgusting.
of it. Handle's way too thick.
Oh, I don't think
Sorry,
I'm thinking-
tooth
I don't
is
think-
the
I don't-
full handle's coming down. You know what I'm imagining now?
Like one of them goats where the horn
Yeah,
grows
yeah,
into
yeah.
their eye. That has upset me so much.
What you're feeling in your mouth is that must be
I
Just
wouldn't,
some
I
nail.
would not be able to
behind.
stop tonguing that. I would have ulcers on the end
Yeah.
of my tongue.
Yeah,
What if you bite your nails? You're constantly biting your own tooth off with your tooth.
with your teeth. We've had some wild stuff on here, and that's up there. That's crazy.
You'd also, you definitely notice looking at the when they smile.
It's gonna look
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
but
little
yellow.
It's gonna look like a little cap, like a little peak of a cap.
Yeah,
like
oh, right. So there's a white
visor.
bit at the bottom. You mean a
Oh,
white bit
yeah,
at the
like-
bottom?
Oh.
In their defence,
White nail polish.
well, it's part of their.
It's got to be
Oh,
right because
God,
it
you could
doesn't.
nail
It
varnish
doesn't
it.
look. A nail doesn't look. I've never looked at my nails and gone and thought they look like teeth.
No,
Yeah.
mine are like yellow. They're disgusting.
Just buzzing about it as
Oh,
well.
well, but it is part of our body, I suppose. Just
No,
thought
no,
like
no, no,
recycle,
no, no, no,
reuse,
no, no.
whatever.
And you could paint it any colour as well.
Yeah,
so if you want a red
definitely.
one that day,
Gold.
Christmas,
you know.
New Year's Eve, put a gold or silver.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
glitter for Christmas. Yeah.
I suppose
Hey.
rappers have metal grills. Why? No, we can't defend this. I'm not having it. We're trying to be nice here, just
Nails.
in case.
how are you biting down on anything?
You're taking it out to eat.
You can't
You're
eat
100%
with
taking
that.
it out. You've got to take it out to eat. You take them out to eat anyway. Otherwise,
Do
know,
you?
you have a
Okay.
sandwich, you're just going to get all behind it. You take them out to eat, yeah. But yeah, that's.
This has been really nice.
It's been so lovely to
What
see
a
you,
pleasure.
mate.
But
What a
we've
pleasure
got- we've got to go. This
cracking
is
heads
actually
open and
flown.
whatnot.
It's been very, there's been a lot of medical trauma. There's been heads cracking open.
Yeah.
Well, you've got a theme. So you can write to a theme. Don't worry about it. Just there we go.
That's all I can do. That's the
that's all-
problem.
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
write not to a theme. If you say crack your head open, I'll talk for an hour.
Yeah.
If you go speak about what you want, I go, I don't know.
But your tour is called Chop Logic.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh.
Chop logic is an old phrase that means basically taking the bits of an argument that help you. And just sort of like
Nice.
manipulating an argument around.
Oh, yeah.
So just not
Nice.
giving
Sounds
everything
big.
out.
You've
But
always
also, there's quite a big bit about haircuts in it. So
Got
I thought
you.
it's quite satisfying. I've got a big bit about Turkish barbershops, basically,
Brilliant.
and
Okay.
how we can use the logic of Turkish barbershops to basically fix the country.
Right, okay.
But I
Okay.
can't give any more away because it's the
Yeah,
best
don't-
joke in
Right,
the
of
show.
course,
okay,
please
well,
don't, please
you
The
need to
don't.
go
only
say
good
it.
joke in the show
We'll give
is
all
my
your tour
theory
dates
on,
out and everything, don't worry
the
about that.
Turkey circular economy. So
Amazing.
I can't say it yet, but that is sort of like I thought maybe that's a bit satisfying because Chop, no one's going to make that connection at all.
yeah.
But,
Well, they will now.
you,
But-
you have to
but-
come up with a title, and I didn't want to do 2020.
Never name it after the year. Never name it
Never
after
name
the
it
year.
after
Oh,
the year.
Never,
silly.
never, never.
Very
never.
silly. Very silly.
Rhys James, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
What a
Cheers.
privilege to
Thank
see you
you.
both again. I'll see you in 10
Yay.
years.
Yeah.
do 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 do.